And I would like to welcome Mr. Fahim to the stage. And we need some encouragement, some speech from you, the motivational speech. Thank you, Fahim. Come. Over to you.
Assalamualaikum. Good evening to everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank the team behind the show today, RJ Sports, Colosseum, and the committee members. And I would like to thank the teams for being here today. There would not be a successful tournament without the team's support. And I would like to thank all the teams, not trying to name them individually, but in this situation where we know the market situation, how it is
Live start.
and in spite of all this situation that is going on in the market, all the teams have to come on board, and that itself is a big help in this for the players as well as the team members. And I would like to give a big round of applause to all the team that is present here today. And I would like to give a warm welcome to all the teams, players who have registered for the tournament. We hope that the best players get selected, and moreover, may the best team win the tournament. I would not like to take more of your time. I would like to welcome you all once again and hand over the mic back to Saddam. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Fahim. Thank you for it. Let's start. Prior to the auction, I want to inform you something regarding this tournament. We have 10 franchises total. Okay, and everyone having icon players. So you have to bid 14 players for 1,500 points. You have 1,500 points in your pocket, and you need to bid 14 players. Okay, and our matches will be in new ground, Phoenix Sports Hub, Abu. It's near to that Pakistan school. It's same like Qatar Foundation and Creek, but it's not artificial grass, it's original grass. And the pitch is concrete pitch. Okay. So if you want to go and check, you can take a location from the committee members. And that's for the ground. And for the knockout structure and tournament structure, already we provided through the WhatsApp group. So if your icon player is not there, just add them also to the WhatsApp group, the franchisee group. So is there any doubt for the structure or anything? Any doubt for the structure? No time. ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ തുടങ്ങാം. We start again. Yes, coming to auction, the auction standard is the base value is every player for 20 points. And we will start bidding with 20. It will add 20 points, 20, 40, 60, same like that. From 200 onwards, 50 will be added. 250, 300, 350, 400 like that. And one more thing, important thing, I need to inform, like if you want to call a player, for example, Saddam comes to the screen and you are ready to bid with, start with the 100, you can start. Got it? For example, Ajmal Khan comes on the screen and you are ready to bid for 200, whatever, 300 or 20, 40, whatever. You can start with that. Okay, no need to go for the base 20, 40. It's not like that. Okay. That's the bid. And anything about that? Any doubt? Okay. 250. 200, 250. From 20 to 200, we will add 20 points. And our ball will be MJ ball and ground Phoenix sports up. Anything else? Before completion of the auction, you have to fill all the required players, 15 players. Already you have one icon player and 14 players you need to complete. If you didn't complete, we will lot and we will give it to you. How many slots you need to fill? For example, after the auction, you are completed only, including icon player, you completed only 13 players. The rest of the 2 players, we will lot and we will give it to you from the unsold players. Okay. And after the auction, for example, after 1 week or 2 weeks, someone will go for vacation or cancellation, whatever it is, we will take a player from unsold list only. We will lot and we will give it to you. If you have any players, have any issue, injury or going vacation, not injury, it's a serious issue. For example, if they cannot come for playing, we will lot and we will give it to you only. Okay. For icon players, you can decide. If your icon players is not available, you can bring any Indian player, even from India, whatever. It's okay. But other players, we will take it from unsold list. Anything else? Right? Also already provided. So after the auction, we will go for the draw. Okay. And 3 matches, every team will get 3 matches and 3 matches already assigned. For example, team A will play against so and so teams already there in the group. Any doubt about that? No, there is no re-auction. If you didn't complete your player criteria, we will lot and we will give it to you. Anything? 200. Already set on software. From 200 point 250. ഹലോ, കമീറൊക്കെ ചോദിച്ചത് 300 കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് പോരേന്ന്. പണ്ട് 1500 പോയിൻ്റല്ലേ ഉള്ളൂ. അപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ 200 തുടങ്ങാം. നിങ്ങളെ പോയിന്റ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങൾ 300 വിളിച്ചോ, ആദ്യം ധൈര്യമായി. ഒന്ന് രണ്ട് അത് കുഴപ്പമില്ല. ഞാൻ 1-2 കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് ഇനി എന്തെങ്കിലും പറയണ്ടോ? എന്തെങ്കിലും ഡൗട്ട് ഉണ്ടോ? എനി ഡൗട്ട്സ്? ഓപ്ഷനിലോ റൗണ്ട്, ടൂർണമെന്റ്, ബോള്, ടൂർണമെന്റ് റൂൾസും റെഗുലേഷൻസും ഒക്കെ പിന്നീട് ഷെയർ ചെയ്യും. വി വിൽ ഷെയർ ലേറ്റർ ഓൺ റിഗാർഡിംഗ് ദ rules and regulations of the tournament. We will share through the franchisee group. The matches will be on live. Anything else? The important thing, the bid call, you have to raise your hand. My vision is the first priority. So don't argue. And the call will be 1, 2, 3 and sold. Once I said sold, there is no recall for that player. If I sold to Marbu, if I sold to Black Cat, there is no recall for that. And don't wait until the last moment. Okay? Make it fast and we can go home early. Anything else? Okay. Okay, these are the icon players. For Einstein CC, Mansoor C. And Black Cat, Pranav Patwa. And for BG Gang, Dish Talwa. And the CCRC Warriors, Nawaz Khan. And Green Army, Parveez Pachu. For Hanan, Imran Koteshara. For Karikatar, Jawad. For Mahmoud Asaruddin. In Transit Falcons, Anand Anil Kumar. And unique concept, Mufias. And that's the icon players. And 2 players we added last. It's not shared to the group. I think it's Prithvi and Shafiqa. Yes, this Firoz, Antule and Prithvi. We added these 2 players to the list and it's not shared to the group. So please keep in your mind. Prithvi and Firoz Andule, number 321 and 320. Okay, ready? Can we start? Once again, I welcome everyone, all the franchisees, all the supporters, all the sponsors, everyone. Thank you everyone for the sponsors. I thank everyone for your wonderful contribution to this tournament. Colosseum presents RJ Premier League Season 1. Can we start? Usually all the auction I will start with a story, but today I'm skipping the story, just sharing a thoughts to you only. A good auction means a good auction. It's not about buying biggest names. It's all about to create a greatest team. So everyone knows. So bid with your mind, bid with your strategy. Keep in your mind, all the players are their own their own priorities. So keep it in your mind. This is Colosseum presents RJ Premier League Season 1. Can I have the first player on the screen? The first player, Ashif Madiyekal. Any bid for Ashif? The first player of RJ Premier League Season 1. 20 Black Cats. 20 Black Cat. Any other bid? Now the finest player. 20 for 1. 20 for 2. 20 for 3. Player sold to Black Cat for 20 points. The first player of this tournament. Colosseum presents RJ Premier League. The next player, Khalil Kalu. Khalil Kallu. Any bid for Khalil? Any bid? Seems no bid. Player unsold. Nishal. Next player, Nishal. Any bid for Nishal? Seems no bid. Player remain unsold. Sandhu Kudeshwar. Any bid for Sandhu? Any bid? Seems no bid. Player remain unsold. Sangeet. Sangeet. 20 Marbu. 40 Green Army. 40. Any other bid for Sangeet? 40. 40 for 1. 40 for 2. 40 for 3. Players sold to Green Army for 40 points. Sangeet. Now the finals are gone down. T. Michael Ravi. Michelle Ravi. Any bid for Michael? Michael. Seems no bid. Player remain unsold. Fahad Patel. Any bid for Fahad Patel? 20 Black Cat, 40 Hanan. Any other bid? 60. Back to Black Cat. Any other bid for Fahad? Fahad Patel. 60 for 1. 60 for 80 Hanan. 80. 100 Black Cat. Any other bid for Fahad? 100 for 1. 100 for 2. 120. Back to Hanan. 120 points. Fahad Patel. 140. Back to Black Cat. Any other points? 140 for 1. 140 for 2. 140 for 3. Players sold to Black Cat. 140 points. Fahad Patel. Next player is Agiljit. Any bid for Agiljit? Seems no bid. Player remain unsold. Ashik. Any bid for Ashik? 20 BT gam. 20 BT gam. Any other bid for Ashik? 20 for 1. 20 for 2. 20 for 3. Players sold to BT gam for 20 points. Ashik. Junaid. Any bid for Junaid? Seems no bid. Player remain unsold. Tony Archer. 20 unique concept. 40 Hanan. 200 BT gam. Any other bid? 250 Black Cat. 250 Black Cat. 300 Transit. 350 Black Cat. 350 Black Cat. Any other bid for Tony Archer, the finest batter? 350 for 1. 350 for 2. 400 Einstar CC. Now Einstar on the track. 400 for 1. Any other bid? 400 for 2. 450 Black Cat. 450. It's going to be very high. 450 for 1. 450 for 2. 500 Einstar CC. 500 points for Tony Archer. Any other bid? 500 for 1. 500 for 2. 500 for 3. Players sold to Einstar CC for 500 points. First highest bid in this tournament now. Shahid Shai. Any bid for Shahid Shai? Any bid? Seems no bid. Player remain unsold. Sethu Soman. Next player, Sethu Soman. Seems no bid. Player unsold. Sandeep Madhav. Sandeep Madhav. 20 unique concepts. 20. Any other bid for Sandeep, the wicketkeeper batter? 20 for 1. 20 for 2. 20 for 3. Player sold to Unique Concept for 20 points. Sandeep Madhav. Muhammad Rauf. 20 Einstar, 40 Unique Concept, 60 BT Guard, 80 Transcend, 100 Einstar CC, 120 Transcend Falcons, 120. Any other bid for Rauf? The finest all-rounder, Muhammad Rauf. 120 for 1, 140 Marble, 140, 160 back to Transcend, 160, 160 for 1. Any other bid for Rauf? 160 for 2, 180 Green Army, 180 Green Army. Any bid for 200? Anyone? 180 for 1, 180 for 2, 180 for 3. Player sold to Green Army for 180 points. Muhammad Rauf. Mohsin CK, next player. 20 Einstar CC. 20 Einstar CC. Any bid? 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 20 for 3. Player sold to Einstar CC for 20 points. Muhammad Shamim. Any bid for Shamim? Since no bid, player unsold. Tawfiq. Any 20 Marbu. Any other bid for Tawfiq? 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 40 BT Gam. 40. Any other bid for Tawfiq? 40 for 1, 40 for 2, 40 for 3. Player sold to BT Gang for 40 points. Muhammad Sunny. Any bid for Sunny? Seems no bid. Player remain unsold. Farid Pittu. Any bid for Farid? 20 Hanan. 20. 20 for 1. 20 for 2. 20 for 3. Player sold to Hanan. Farid Pittu for 20 points. Muhammad Sudhir. 20 Marble, 40 Unique Concept. 60 Black Cat. Any more bid? 60. Muhammad Sudhir. 60 for 1. 60 for 2. 80 back to Unique Concept. Muhammad Sudhir. 80 for 1. 80 for 2. 100 Black Cat. 100 Black Cat. Any other bid for Sudhir? 100 for 1. 100 for 2. 100 for 3. Player sold to Black Cat for 100 points. Muhammad Sudhir. Muhammad Sharif. Muhammad Sharif. Any bid for Sharif? 20 Green Army. 20. Any other bid? Since 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 20 for 3. Player sold to Green Army for 20 points. Shamir. 20 Marbu. 20 Nona Sarbat Shamir. Anyone interested for 40? 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 20 for 3. Player sold to Marbu for 20 points. Mohsin Babu. Any bid for Mohsin? Since no bid, player 20, 40 CCRC values. Any other bid for Mohsin? 60 Black Cat. 60. 80 CCRC. Now Sardarji started. 80 for 1. 80 for 2. 100 back to Black Cat. 100 for 1. 100 for 2. 120 CCRC Warriors. 120 points. Any other bid for Mohsin Babu? 120 for 1. 120 for 2. 120 for 3. Player sold to CCRC Warriors. 120 points. No man. Any bid? Since no bid, player remain unsold. Sajir Kochi, 20 unique concept, 40 Einstein CC. 80 Green Army, 120 unique concept. അല്ല ഞാൻ എവരെല്ലാം എത്തില്ലേ ഇത് 40 60 80 ഓക്കെ 100 unique concept 100 120 transit 120 transit any other bid for Sajir Kochi 120 for 1 120 for 2 120 for 3 players sold to Transit Falcons for 120 points. Ajit 20 BT 40 Einstein CC. Any other bid for Ajit? 60 BT gap. 60 60 for 1 60 for 2 60 for 3 players sold to BT gap for 60 points. Here comes. Yes, get ready, guys. Daniel Archer. 200 Hana. 400 Green Army. 500 Einstein CC. 5C is in rush. 5C is in rush. He need to complete at the earliest. 500 Einstein CC. Any more? 550 Green Army. 550. 600 Transit. Transit Falcon 600 points. Seems the highest one now. 600. Any other bid for the finest all-rounder player? Qatar national team player Daniel Archer. 650 Green Army. 650. 650 points. Any other bid? 650 now. 650 for 1. 650. 700 Hanan. 700 points. Daniel Archer. Finest left-hand batter. Any more bid? 700 for 1. 700 for 2. 700 for 3 players sold to Hanan CZ. Daniel Archer for 700 points. Yes, Muttu, Mustafa Muttu. 20 Einstar, 40 Black Cat. 60 Einstar, 80 CCRC Warriors. 100 Transit Falcons. 100. Any other bid for Patala Muthu? 100 for 1, 100 for 2, 100 for 3. Players sold to Transit Falcon for 100 points. Yes, Raji. Any bid for Raji? Seems no bid. Player unsold. Vishnu. Vishnu Satyan, adano. Alla? Vishnu. Any bid for Vishnu? Seems no bid, player unsold. Najib PP. Any bid for Najib? Seems no bid, player remain unsold. Musawwir Muhammad. 20 unique concept, 40 Einstein CC. 60 BT gang, 80 unique concepts. 100 Einstein CC, 120 Black Cat, 140 unique concepts. 140 unique concepts. Any other bid for Musawwir? 140 for 1. 160 Green Army. 160 Green Army. Musawwir Muhammad. Finest batter. 160 for 1. 160 for 2. 180 CCRC. 200 Black Cat. 200 Black Cat. Any other bid? 200 for 1. 200 for 2. 200 for 3. Players sold to Black Cat for 200 points. Musawwir Muhammad. Arshad. Any bid for Arshad? Seems now bid, player unsold. Sandesh Suvarna. 20 BT, 40 unique concepts. Any other bid for Sandesh? 40 for 1, 40 for 2, 40 for 3. Players sold to unique concept for 40 points. Jafar Khan. 20 Black Cat, 40 Einstein CC. 60 unique concepts, 80 BT gap. Any other bid for Jafar? 100 unique concepts. 100. Any other bid for Jafar Khan? 100 for one. 100. 120 Green Army. 120 Green Army. He can drive in 120. 120 for one. 120 for two. 120 for three. Players sold to Green Army. 120 points. Now Anwar Rahman. Any bid for Anwar? Brazil fan. 20 Black Cat. 20 Black Cat. 40 Transit. 40 Transit. Yes, Harris is a Brazil fan, so he called Anwar. 40 for one. For 60 CCRC Warriors. 60. Any other bid? 60 for one. 60 for two. 60 for three. Players sold to CCRC Warriors for 60 points. Anwar Rahman. Shamnaz. Any bid for Shamnaz? Seems no bid. Player remain unsold. Anfal Salim. Any bid for Anfal? Seems no bid. Player remain unsold. Rais Sheikh. Seems no bid. Player remain unsold. Yes, Jason. Any bid for Jason? 20 Black Cat. 40 Transit. 40. Any other bid for Jason? 40 for one. 40 for two. 40 for three. Players sold to Transit Falcons for 40 points. Sajjad Samle. Sajjad. Any bid for Sajjad? Seems no bid. 20 Hanan. 20. Any other bid? 40 Black Cats. 40 Black Cats. Any other bid? 40 for one. 40 for two. 40 for three. Players sold to Black Cats. Nihal Hamras. 20 unique concepts. 20 unique concepts. Any other bid? 20 for one. 40 CCRC Warriors. 60 Black Cats. Any other bid for Nihal? 60 for one. 60 for two. 80 back to CCRC Warriors. 80 points. Any other bid? 80 for one. 80 for two. 80 for three. Players sold to CCRC Warriors. Naufal P. Naufal. Any bid for Naufal? Seems no bid. Player remain unsold. Yes. Another national team player. Shakir Qasim. One of the finest batter. Yes. 20. 20 unique concept. 40 transit. 100 CCRC Warriors. 120 unique concept. 120 unique concept. Any other bid for Shakir? 140 Karikata. 160 back to unique concept. 160. 180 Marbu. 200 unique concepts. 200. Any other bid for Shakir Qasim? 200 for one. 200. 250 Black Cat. 250 Black Cat for Shakir Qasim. 250 for one. 250 for two. 250 for three. Players sold to Black Cat for 250 points. Shakir Qasim. Danish Kelly. Another finest player. Any bid for Danish? Seems no bid. Player remain unsold. Shamim. Shamim. Any bid for Shamim Ka? Seems no bid. Player remain unsold. Faisal Kutan. 20 any concept. 20. Any other bid for Faisal? 20 for one. 40 BT gang. 40 BT gang. Any other? 60 any concepts. 60. Any other bid for Faisal? 60 for one. 60 for two. 60 for three. Player sold any concept for 60 points. Bukhari. 20 Einstein. 20. 40 BT Young. 60 Einstein CC. 80 Transcend Falcons. 100 BT Young. 120 Einstein CC. 120 Einstein CC. Any other bid for Bukhari? 120 for one. 120 for two. 140 Marbu. 140 Marbu. Any other bid? 140 for one. 140 for two. 140 for three. Player sold to Marbu. 140 points. Bukhari. Ashraf Achu. Achu kalla. Ashraf. Any bid for Ashraf? Seems no bid. Player remain unsold. Ansar Ansu. Any bid for Ansar? 20 any concept. Who else? 20. 40 Marbu. 40. Any more bid? 60 back to unique concept. 60 points. Any other bid for Ansar Ansu? 60 for one. 80 Einstein CC. 80. 80 for one. 80 for two. 80 for three. Players sold to Einstein CC for 80 points. Ansar Ansu. Lenin Tismas. Lenin Tismas. Anyone? 20 Karikata. 40 Black Cat. 60 Karikata. 60. Any more bid? 60 for one. 60 for two. 60 for three. Players sold to Karikata. 60 points. Muhammad Ashif. Any bid for Ashif? Seems no bid. Player remain unsold. Faisal Faisal Any bid? Transcend Falcons 20. Any bid for Faisal? Seems no more bid. 20 for one. 20 for two. 20 for three. Players sold to Transcend Falcons. 20 points. Faisal. Fast Hamza. Any bid for Fast Hamza? 20 Marbu. 20. Any more? 20 for one. 20 for two. 20 for three. Players sold to Marbu for 20 points. Fast Hamza. Gogul Muralidharan. Any bid for Muralidharan? Oh, sorry. Gogul. Seems no bid. Player remain unsold. Shabir. Any bid for Shabir? Seems no bid. Player unsold. Muhammad Hans. Muhammad Hans. Any bid for Operation Kubera? Seems no bid. Player remain unsold. Munais Rahman. Any bid for Munais? 20 Marbu. 20. Any other bid? 20 for one. 20 for two. 40. CCRC Warriors. 40. CCRC Warriors. Any other bid for Munais? 60. Back to Marbu. 60. 60 for one. 60 for two. 60 for three. Players sold to CCRC Marbu. Marble. Okay. Maulana Hashif. Any bid for Ashif? Seems no bid, player unsold. Riaz. Any bid for Riaz? Seems no bid, player unsold. Shahbaz Mabadi. Any bid for Shahbaz? Seems no bid, player unsold. ബാക്കിലിരിക്കുന്നവരുടെ പ്രത്യേക ശ്രദ്ധയ്ക്ക് സൗണ്ട് ഉണ്ടാക്കാതിരിക്കണം. ലൈവാണ്, പ്ലീസ്. ലൈവിൽ സൗണ്ട് വരുന്ന കംപ്ലൈന്റ് വന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്, പ്ലീസ്. ഷാഫി ഖാൻ ടീം, പ്ലീസ്. Imran Shirwa, 20 Hanan. 20. Any other bid? 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 40. CCRC Warriors, 60 Hanan. 60. Any other bid for Imran Shirwa? 60 for 1, 60 for 2, 60 for 3. Players sold to Hanan for 60 points. Imran Shirwa. Muhammad Paris, 20 BT Gang, 40 Hanan. 60 CCRC Warriors. 60. Any other bid for Paris? 60 for 1, 60 for 2, 60 for 3. Players sold to CCRC Warriors for 60 points. Sahad Waliya Varambat. Anyone? Anyone interested? Since now bid, player unsold. Naufal Orbit. Any bid for Naufal? Since now bid, player unsold. Vishak Apukudan, 20 unique concepts, 40 Einstar CC, 60 Transit Falcons, 80 Einstar CC, 100 Transit, 100, 120 unique concepts, 140 Transit, 140, 160 back unique concepts, 180 Transit Falcons, 180. Any other bid for Vishak? 180 for 1, 180 for 2, 180 for 3. Players sold to Transit Falcons for 180 points. Afsal K. Any bid for Afsal K? Afsal K. Since no bid, player unsold. Abdul Wahid. Any bid? Abdul Wahid. Since no bid, player unsold. Naseeb DRS. Any bid for Naseeb? Since no bid, player remain unsold. Shanawaz PK, Rambo. Any bid for Shanawaz? Since no bid, player unsold. Marichi. Priti. 20 BT Gang. Any other bid? 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 20 for 3. Players sold to BT Gang. Priti. Muhammad Shahal. Any bid? Since no bid, player unsold. Amir Nasser. 20 Marbu, 40 Black Catch. 40. 60 BT Gang, 80 CCRC Warriors. 80. Any other bid for Amir Nasser? 80 for 1, 80 for 2, 80 for 3. Players sold to CCRC Warriors, 80 points. Jill Sunny. Any bid for Jills? Since no bid, player unsold. Yes, get ready. Mohammad Shafiq Marakateri, 300 Hanan, 400 Green Army, 500 CCRC Warriors, 500, 550 Green Army. Any other bid? 600 CCRC Warriors, 600 points, 650 Green Army, റോഫ് का maximum bid നോക്കൂല. Okay. 650 Green Army. Any other bid for the finest all-rounder player Arun Cheppu? 650 for one. Any other bid? 650 for two. 650 for three. Players sold to Green Army for 650 points. Safin. Safin. Any bid for Safin? The biggest D. Villiers fan. Seems now bid player unsold. Hussein C. 20 Einstar. 60 Hanan. 80 BT Gang. 80 BT Gang. 100 Einstar CC. 100 Einstar CC. Any more bid? 100 for one. 100 for two. 100 for three. Players sold to Einstar CC. 100 points. Abdul Ghafoor. Another finest wicket keeper batter. 20 unique concept. Any more? Any more for Ghafoor? 20 for one. 20 for two. 20 for three. Players sold to unique concept for 20 points. Sadiq DRS. Any bid for Sadiq? Seems no bid. Play 20 Hanan. 20. Any more? 20 for one. 20 for two. 20 for three. Players sold to Hanan CC. Mansoor Tatandavida is another finest player. 200 Green Army. 200 Green Army. 250 BT Gan. 300 unique concepts. 350 Transit Falcons. 350 Transit Falcons. Any other bid for this finest player? Mansoor Tatandavida. 350 for one. 350 for two. 350 for three. Players sold to Transit Falcons. 350 points. Faisal Said. Any bid for Faisal? 20 Transit. 20. Any other bid? 20 for one. 20 for two. 20 for three. Players sold to Transit Falcons. Yes, Mohammad Faisal. Router of Qatar Cricket. Yes, get ready guys. 20 Einstar CC. Anyone for 500? Please. 40 only? Okay, 40. Einstar. Any more bid? 60 40 Transit and 60 Einstar. Sorry. 60. Only 60 point for Faisal. Please, come on guys. 60 for one. 60 for two. 60 for three. Players sold to Einstar CC. 60 പോയിന്റിനൊന്നും കൊടുക്കാൻ പാടില്ല. Jadid Chakyala Duguni, another left hand bowler. 20 unique concept, 40 Marbu, 60 100 Einstar CC, 120 BT, 140 Transit, 160 unique concepts, 160, 180 back to Transit, 180, 200 unique concepts, 200 unique concept. Any one for 250, anyone. 200 for one. 200 for two, 200 for three. Players sold to unique concern for 200 points. Raiz. Any bid for Raiz? 20 Black Catch. 40 Transit. 60 Hanan. 60 Hanan. Any more bid for Raiz? 80 Karikata. 80 Karikata. Any more bid? 80 for one. 80 for two, 80 for three. Players sold to Karikata for 80 points. Tawfiq Tasin. Tawfiq Tasin. Any bid? Seems no bid. Player unsold. അറിയില്ലായിരിക്കും അല്ലേ? Afnas, next player, Afnas. Any bid for Afnas? Seems now bid player unsold. Vaishak Menon. 20 BT Young. 20. 40 Transit. 60 Einstar. 80 Black Cat. 100 Hanan. 160 Black Cat. 160 Black Cat. Any more bid? Anyone for 180 Transit Falcons? 200 BT Young. 200 BT Young. Anyone for 250? Anyone interested? 200 for 1. 200 for 2. 200 for 3. Player sold to BT Young for 200 points. Bijo. Any bid for Bijo? Simpson bid. Player unsold. Asif Asi. 20 Marbu. 20. Any other bid? 40 Hanan. 60 Transit Falcons. 80 Black Cats. 100 Transit Falcons. 120 Black Cats. 140 Transit. 140. That will be between Black Cat and Transit now. 140 for 1. 140 for 2. 140 for 3. Players sold to Transit Falcon. 140 points. Asif Asi. Anshar. Any bid for Anshar? Any bid? Since no bid, player unsold. Saif Karkala. 20 Hanan. 20. Any other bid? 20 for 1. 20 for 2. 20 for 3. Player sold to Hanan CC. Saif Karkala. Yes, Ansil. 20 Transit. Any bid? 20 for 1. 20 for 2. 20 for 3. Player sold to Transit Falcons. 20 points. Aju. Any bid for Aju? Since no bid, player unsold. Habib Rahman. Any bid for Habib Rahman? Since no bid, player unsold. Said Rashid. Any bid for Said? Since no bid, player unsold. Asal Samble. 20 Hanan. 40 Green Army. Any other? Anyone? 40 for 1. 60 Hanan CC. 60. 60 for 1. 60 for 2. 80 CCRC Warriors. 80. 80 for 1. 80 for 2. 80 for 3. Players sold to CCRC Warriors for 80 points. Asal Samble. Alan David. Anyone for Alan? Since now bid, player unsold. Prakash. Any bid for Prakash? Player unsold. Shafiq. 20 Einstar. 40 Black Cats. 60 Einstar. 80 Unique Concept. 120 Hana. 140 Einstar CC. 160 Unique Concepts. 180 Einstar CC. 200 Marble. 250 Unique Concepts. 250. Any more bid for Shafiq? 250 for 1. 250 for 2. 250 for 3. Player sold to Unique Concept for 250 points. Rahul. Any bid for Rahul? Seems no bid, player unsold. Rashik. Yes. Any bid. 20 BT Young. 40 Black Cat. 200 BT Young. 250 Black Cat. Black Cat. Allah. Oh. 300 BT gang. 300. Rashik. 300. Any more bid for Rashik? 350. Back to Black Cat. 400 BT gang. 450 trans. 450 ഉണ്ടാ ട്രാൻസിറ്റിന് 400 BT gang. 400 BT gang. Any more bid? 400 for 1, 400 for 2, 400 for 3. Players sold to BT gang. 400 points. Muhammad Jabir. 20 BT gang. 20 BT gang. Any bid? Any more bid? 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 40. CCRC Warriors. 60 BT gang. 60. Any other bid? 60 for 1, 80 CCRC Warriors. 100 BT gang. 100. Any more bid? 100 for 1, 100 for 2, 100 for 3. Players sold to BT gang. 100 points. Muhammad Jabir. Firoz Antule. Any bid for Firoz? Seems no bid. Player on 20. Sardarji, last year wait. Don't wait until the last, please. Give me 20 for CCRC. Any other bid? 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 20 for 3. Players sold to CCRC Warriors. Jidesh Poet. Anyone? Jidesh. Seems no bid. Player unsold. Muhammad Hashik. Anyone for Hashik? Seems no bid. Player unsold. Mubin Golandas. Anyone for Mubin? Seems no bid. Player unsold. Ansab. 20 Black Cat. 20. Any other bid for Ansab? 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 20 for 3. Players sold to Black Cat. 20 points. Hashik. Any bid for Hashik? Since no bid, player unsold. Yes, Ajmal Khan, the horsepower of Qatar cricket. 20 Black Cat. 300 BT gang. 400 transit. 450 illa 400 undu. 400 transit. Yes. 450 unique concepts. 450. Any other bid? Any other bid for Ajmal Khan? 500 Hanan. 500 points for Hanan. 550 unique concepts. 550. Any other bid? 550 for 1, 550 for 2, 550 for 3. Players sold to unique concepts. 550 points. Siab Bashir. Any bid for Siab? 20 Marbu. 20 Marbu. Any other? 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 20 for 3. Players sold to Marbu. Shuffle ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല ഇത് റാൻഡമാ. Ashif Kata. Any bid for Ashif? Seems no bid. Player unsold. Ashik Ali. Any bid for start? 20 transit, 40 Hanan. 60 Black Cat, 80 transit, 100 BT Young, 120 Black Cat, 140 transit, 140 transit, 160 Aisha ZZ, 200 unda, 200 unda, 180 Kadikata, 200 transit, 250 Margo, 250, 300 transit, 300. Any more bid? Prashikali. 300 for 1, 350 Marble, 350. Any more? For Ashik Ali, 350 for 1, 350 for 2, 350 for 3. Player sold to Marabu for 350 points. Tausif Yusuf. Tausif Yusuf. Any bid for Tausif? Seems no bid. Player unsold. Akash Kompa. 20 BT Young. 20. Any more? 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 20 for 3. Player sold to BT Young. Abid Rahman. Seems no bid. Player unsold. Yes, Asar. 20 Einstar CC. Any other? For Asar. 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 20 for 3. Player sold to Einstar CC. Shaukat. Any bid for Shaukat? Seems no bid. Player unsold. Nasser Muhammad. Any bid for Nasser? 20 Green Army. 20. Any more? 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 20 for 3. Players sold to Green Army. Jafar PP. Seems no bid. Player unsold. Walid. Walid. Any bid? Seems no bid. Player unsold. Sijo Sida. Sijo Sida. Any bid for Sijo? Player unsold. Nisam Muhammad. 20 Marbu. 20. Any more bid for Nisam? 20. 40 Hanan. 40. 40 for 1. 40 for 2. 40 for 3. Player sold to Hanan CC for 40 points. Nisam Muhammad. Sahid Hussain. Sahid Hussain. Any bid for Sahid? 20 black catch. 20. Any more bid? 20 for 1. 20, 40 CCRC Warriors. 40. Any other bid for Sahid? 40 for 1. 40 for 2. 60 Hanan CC. 60. Any other bid for Sahid? 60 for 1. 80 CCRC Warriors. 80 CCRC Warriors. Any more? 80 for 1. 80 for 2. 80 for 3. Players sold to CCRC Warriors for 80 points. Here comes the Arikomban of Qatar cricket. Sulfan Salim.
500 points.
500 CCRC Warriors. Any more bid? 500 CCRC Warriors. 550 Marbu.
600.
600 CCRC. 600 CCRC Warriors. 650 Marbu. 700 back to CCRC Warriors. The battle between Marbu and CCRC. They are fighting for Sulfan Salim. 700 CCRC Warriors. Any other bid for this Arikomban? 700 for 1, 700 for 2, 700 for 3. Players sold to CCRC Warriors. 700 points. Sulfan Salim accompanying Nawaz Khan on CCRC Warriors. Case. Any bid for case? Seems no bid. Player unsold. Okay. Let's share the points. ഇത് റിമൈനിങ് അല്ലേ റിമൈനിങ് Einstar CC remains 720 points, Black and 730, BT Gun 640, CCRC Warriors 220, Green Army 470, Hanan 640, Karik 1360, Margu 890, Transit 510, and Unique Answer 360. These are the points. ഇതിപ്പോ ഫില്ലായത് ഇതാണോ? ഇത് 8 പേരായി. Okay. The players count already there. CCRC 10, Einstein CC 7. ഇത് ഇൻക്ലൂഡിങ് ഐക്കൺ പ്ലെയർ അല്ലേ? All good? Can we start again? Kamir Valiakat, player unsold. ഇല്ലാന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ആള്. Mudassir, 20 unique answer, 40 Einstein CC, 60 Black Cat, 80 Einstein CC, 100 Black Cat, 120 Einstein CC. Any more bid for the left arm bowler? 120 for 1, 140 Karikata, 140. Any more bid? 160 Black Cat, 160 Black Cat, 160. 180 Karikata, 180 Karikata, 200 Black Cat. Anyone for 250 for Mudassir Kalatil. 200 for 1, 200 for 2, 200 for 3. Players sold to Black Cat for 200 points. Yes, Ashraf Ishan, Achuka. Any bid for Achuka? Seems no bid, player unsold. Ahmad Yafai. Any bid for Ahmad? Seems no bid, player unsold. Salim Babu. Any bid for Salim Babu? Seems no bid, player unsold. Rasik, 20 BT gang, 20. Any other bid? Any more bid? 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 20 for 3. Players sold to BT gang, 20 points. Rohidas. Any bid for Rohidas? Seems no bid, player unsold. Mohan Raj. Seems no bid, player unsold. Suhail Pariyarat. Any bid for Suhail? Seems no bid, player unsold. Shamsuddin Casey. Seems no bid, player unsold. Rashid. Any bid for Rashid? Seems no bid, player unsold. Sial Shah. Any bid for Sial Shah? Seems no bid, player remain unsold. Muhammad CK. 20 Einstein CC. 20. Any more? 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 20 for 3. Players sold to Einstein CC. 20 points. Muhammad CK. Abdul Rauf, who is going to start in the bid for 20 Black Cat, 40 Hana. 60 back to Black Cat. 60. 80 Hanan. 80 points. Any other bid? 80 for 1, 100 Karikata, 100. Any more bid for Raufka? 100 for 1, 100 for 120 Einstein CC, 140 Hanan CC. Any more bid for Abdul Rauf? 140 for 1, 140 for 2. 160 1 stars easy. 160 1 stars easy. 160 for 1. 160 for 2. 160 for 3. Players roll to 1 stars easy. 160 points. Ramesh, next player. Any bid for Ramesh? Seems no bid. 20, black cat. 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 20 for 3. Players roll to black cat for 20 points. Samir. Any bid for Samir? Seems no bid. Player remain unsold. Kalyan Kumar. Any bid for Kalyan Kumar? Seems no bid. 20 Hanan. 20. 20 Hanan. Any other? 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 20 for 3. Players on to Hanan. Kalyan Kumar for 20 points. Musammil. Any bid for Musammil? Seems no bid. Player unsold. Shihabuddin. Any bid for Shihabuddin? Seems no bid. Player unsold. Muhammad Jubin. Anyone? For Jubin. Seems no bid. Player unsold. Harsha BCC. 20 Einstein. 20. Any other? 20 for 1, 40 black cats. 40 black cats. Any more? 40 for 1, 40 for 2, 40 for 3. Players on to black cats easy. Hisham P. Hisham. Anyone for Hisham? Player unsold. Naseeb Bakar. Naseeb Bakar. 20 Marbu. Anyone? 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 20 for 3. Players on to Marbu for 20 points. Lidin KP. 20 Einstein CC. 20. Anyone? Any other bid for Lidin? 20 for 1, 40 Karik. 60 Einstein CC. 60. Any more bid for our admin? 60 for 1, 60 for 2, 60 for 3. Players sold to Einstein CC. 60 points. Yes, Mr. Atahiyat. Talha Khan. Any bid? Any bid for Talha Khan? 20 CCRC Warriors. 20 CCRC Warriors. Any more bid? 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 20 for 3. Players sold to CCRC Warriors. Unais Rahim. Unais Rahim. Any bid for Unais? Seems no bid. Player unsold. Pradeep RO 45. 20 Marbu. Any other bid for Pradeep? 40 Karikata. 40 Karikata. Any more? 40 for 1, 40 for 2, 40 for 3. Players sold to Karikata for 40 points. Pradeep. Fahad Muhammad. Any bid for Fahad? 20 Marbu. 20 Marbu. Any other? 40 Karik. 40 Karikata. Any other bid for Fahad Muhammad? 40 for 1, 40 for 2, 40 for 3. Players sold to Karikata. 40 points. Nasir Nachi. 20 Green Army. 20. Any other? 24-1, 24-2, 24-3. Players sold to Green Army. Muhammad Sadaka, a finest all-rounder. 20 Einstar CC. 20. 200 Transit Falcons. 200. Anyone interested for 250? Yes, Muhammad Sadaka, one of the finest all-rounder. 200 for one, 200 for two, 250 Black Cat. 250 Black Cat. 250. 300 back to Transit. 300. Anyone interested for 350? 350 for one. Sorry. 300 for one. 300 for two. 300 for three. Players sold to Transit Falcons for 300 points. Suhan. 20 BT Young. Any other bid? 20 for one. 20 for two. 20 for three. Players sold to BT Young for 20 points. Midun. Any bid for Midun? 20 Black Cats. 20. 20 for one. 20 for two. 20 for three. Players sold to Black Cats. Last moment wait here. Shanu Sharif. Any bid? Since no bid, player unsold. Shafiq. Any bid for Shafiq? Since no bid, player unsold. Hafiz Abdul Hafiz. Any bid for Hafiz? Since no bid, player unsold. Ansar VA. Any bid? Seems no bid, player unsold. Abdul Majid. Any bid for Majid? Seems no bid, player remain unsold. Ali. Anyone? Riyas a call and cameraman and player remain unsold. Abdul Salim. He can repair your bats. Anyone? Seems no bid, player unsold. Muhammad Hassan Abdullah. 20 Einstar CC. 40 Black Cat. 60 Unique Concepts. 80 Karikata. 100 Einstar CC. 100. 120 Unique Concepts. 120. Unique Concepts. Any other? 120 for one. 120 for two. 120 for three. Players sold to Unique Concepts. 120 points. Muhammad Badshah. Some bid, player unsold. Anas DRS. Any bid for Anas? Some bid, player unsold. Yes, Katta of Qatar Cricket. Shaheen Usman, 20 Einstar CC. Started with Faisal. Shaheen Usman. Any other bid for Shaheen Usman? Only for 20? Fans will disappoint, very disappointed. 20 for one, 40 Green Army, 40 Green Army, 40 for one, 40 for two, 40 for three. Players sold to Green Army. Is going to play with the Parviz pitcher. Saftar. Any bid for Saftar? Since no bid, player unsold. Rafi. Next player Rafi. Since no bid, player unsold. Lalu, Srila Lalu. 20 Einstar CC. 20. 40 Karikata. 60 Einstar 80 Transit. 100 Karikata. 120 Einstar CC. 140 Green Army. 160 Einstar CC. 180 back to Karikata now. 200 Marble. 200. Any other? Anyone interested for 250? 200 for 1. 200 for 2. 200 for 3. Players sold to Marble for 200 points. Srila Lalu. Yes, Salman Shirwa. Another finest. 20 BT Gang. 200 Einstar. 300 Hanan. 350 BT Gang. 350 BT Gang. Anyone interested for 400? 350 BT Gang. 350 for 1. 350 for 2. 400 Hanan. 400 Hanan. Anyone? Any other? 400 for 1. 400 for 2. 400 for 3. Players sold to Hanan CC. 400 points. Salman Shirwa. Muhammad Salih. Any bid for Muhammad Salih? Since now bid 20. CCRC. Any other bid? 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 20 for 3. Players sold to CCRC Warriors. Anas Rahman. Any bid for Anas Rahman? Seems now bid. Player unsold. Fairuz Abdullah. 20 Green Army. 20 Green Army. Any other bid for Fairuz? 20 for 1. 20, 40 Marbu. 40 Marbu. 40, 60 back to Green Army. 60, 80 Marbu. 80 Marbu. Any other bid for Fairuz? 80 for 1. 80 for 2. 80 for 3. Players sold to Marbu for 80 points. Fairuz Abdullah. Abdul Ansar Kalladika. Anyone interested? Seems now bid. Player unsold. Akshay. Anyone for Akshay? Seems now one. Player unsold. Renji. Next player, Renji. Anyone? Seems now bid. Player remain unsold. Hussein Sain. Hussein. Any bid for Hussein? Seems now bid. Player unsold. Subhash Vasu. Subhash Vasu. Any bid? Seems now bid. Player unsold. Riyaz. Any bid for Riyaz? Seems now bid. Player unsold. VMK Shamir. Anyone? Player unsold. Ajmal. Anyone interested? Seems no bid. Player unsold. Shafiq. Seems no bid. Player unsold. Shajir. 20 unique concepts. 20. Anyone? 20 for 1. 20 for 2. 20 for 3. Players sold 2 unique concepts for 20 points. Shakir. Anyone for Shakir? Seems no one. Player remain unsold. Ashkar T. Ashkar. Seems no one interested. Player remain unsold. Anshu Ilyas. 20 Einstar CC. 20. Any more? 20 for 1. 20 for 2. 20 for 3. Players sold to Einstar CC. 20 points. Muhammad Naufal, 20 Einstein, 20. 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 40 CCRC Warriors. 40 CCRC Warriors. Any moment for Naufal. 40 for 1, 40 for 2, 40 for 3. Players sold to CCRC Warriors. Shiju Weedle. Anyone? No one interested? Player unsold. Yes, Shihab Mamu. Let's start with 500. 20 unique concepts. Anyone interested? For 20 points. 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 20 for 3. Players sold to unique concepts for 20 points. Shanil Pulikal, the left hand finest and stylish batter.
200.
200 Einstein CC. 250 Karikata. 250. Anyone interested for 300? For Shanil Pulikal. 250 for 1. 300 Black Cat. 300 Black Cat. Anyone interested? 300 for 1. 300 for 2. 300 for 3. Players sold to Black Cat for 300 points. Shanil Pulikal. Bibin Kumar. Yes. No bid. Player runs. Karikata 20. 40 Transit. 60 Karikata. 80 unique concept. 100 Black Cat. 120 unique concept. 140 Transit. 160 Karikata. 160. 160. Anyone? 160 for 1. 160. 180 BT Young. 200 Karikata. 200 Karikata. Anyone interested for 250? 200 for 1. 200 for 2. 200 for 3. Players sold to Karikata for 200 points. Hassan. Anyone interested for Hassan? Since no one, player unsold. Shamsir. Karikata 20. 20 for 1. 20 for 2. 20 for 3. Players sold to Karikata. Muhammad Tabriz. Anyone interested for Tabriz? Since no one, player unsold. Shaybaz Kasi. 20 Einstein. Any more bid for Shaybaz Kasi? 20 for 1. 20 for 2. 20 for 3. Players sold to Einstein CC. Jasim Abubakar. Jasim Abubakar. Since no one interested, player remain unsold. Ganesh Mane. Anyone interested? For Ganesh, 20 Hanan. 20 Hanan. 20 for 1. 20 for 2. 20 for 3. Players sold to Hanan CC. Shafi. Anyone interested for Shafi? Since no one, player unsold. Sadiq MG. 20 Einstein. 40 Transit 60 BT Young. 80 Transit 100 Einstein. 120 back to Transit Falcons. 120. 140 Einstein CC. 160 BT Young. 160. 180 Einstein CC. 200 BT Young. 200 BT Young. Any other bid? 200 for 1. 200 for 2. 200 for 3. Players sold to BT Young for 200 points. Abdul Jalil. Any bid for Abdul Jalil? Since no one interested, player unsold. Parvez Kavinkar. Anyone interested for Kavinkar? 20 Green Army. ഇനി വിളിച്ചാൽ ഞാൻ എടുക്കുവേ. ലാസ്റ്റ് ആണ് പൊക്കിയാ പിടിക്കും. 20 for Green Army. Anyone? 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 20 for 3. Players sold to Green Army. Khalid Mohammed. 20 Marbu. 20 Marbu. Any more? 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 20 for 3. Players sold to Marbu. Prince. Any bid for Prince? 20 unique concepts. 20. 40 Karikata. 40. Any more bid for Prince? 40 for 1. 60 unique concepts. 80 Karikata. 100 Black Cat. 120 Transit. 140 unique concepts. 140 unique concepts. 160 Maruku. 160. Any other bid for Prince Vaishnavan? 160 for 1, 160 for 2, 160 for 3. Players sold to Marabu, 160 points. Akhil Mutat. Akhil Mutat. Any bid for Akhil? Since no bid, player unsold. ബാക്കിലിരിക്കുന്നവരെ ദയവായി ശബ്ദം ഉണ്ടാക്കാതിരിക്കുക പ്ലീസ്. ആ ക്യാമറയിൽ സൗണ്ട് ഉണ്ട്, അത് ലൈവിൽ പോകുന്നതാണ് പ്ലീസ്. നിഹാദ് നാസർ. Nihal. Any bid for Nihal? Since no bid, player unsold. Ajmal Akbar. Ajmal Akbar. Since no bid, player unsold. Abdul Aziz. Abdul Aziz. Any bid for Abdul Aziz? Since no bid, player unsold. Shabad Amigos. Shabad. Since no bid, player unsold. Mohammad Shari. Seems to be a left-hand bowler. Since no bid, player unsold. Altaf. Anyone? Player unsold. Sharat Chotu. 20 Einstein CC. 20. Any other bid for Sharat? 40 Transit 60 Karikata. 80 Einstein CC. 100 Transit Falcons. 100. Any more? 120 Einstein CC. 120 Einstein CC. Any other bid for Sharat Chotu? 120 for 1, 120 for 2, 120 for 3. Players sold to Einstein CC. 120 points. Sharat Chotu. Jittu Shishidhar. Jittu. 20 BT Young. 40 unique concept 60 Einstein CC. Any more bid? 60. 80 Transit Falcons. 100 Einstein CC. 100. Any more bid? Anyone interested for 120 points? 100 for 1. 120 Transit Falcons. 140 Einstein CC. 140 Einstein CC. Anyone? 140 for 1. 140 for 2. 140 for 3. Players sold to Einstein CC. 140 points. Asif Lambert. Anyone? Since no one interested, player unsold. Jalaluddin. Anyone? Player unsold. Prashant. 20 BTN. 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 20 for 3. Players sold to BT Young. Gyan Pandey. Gyan Pandey. Anyone interested? Gyan Pandey. Seems no one interested. 20 transit. 40 Karikata. 40. Anyone interested? Any more? 40 for 1. 40 for 2. 40 for 3. Players sold to Karikata. Kasim Churi. Anyone interested? 20 Marbu. 40 Green Army. Any other bid for Kasim Churi? 40 for 1. 40 for 2. 40 for 3. Players sold to Green Army Kanangan. Nihad Naushad. Anyone interested? Since no one interested, player remain unsold. Radish CV. Anyone? Since no one, player unsold. Dinesh. Anyone interested? Player unsold. Abdul Aziz. Anyone? Since no one, player unsold. Benijo Edwin. Anyone interested? Since no one, player unsold. Abdul Bar. Anyone? 20 transit. 40 Hanan. Anyone interested? 60 Karikata. 60. Any other bid for Abdul Bar? 60 for 1. 60 for 2. 80 Hanan CC. 100 Karikata. 100. 100 for 1. 100 for 2. 100 for 3. Players sold to Karikata. 100 point. Emerging player. Sadiq Ali. 20 Marbu. 20. Any more bid for Sadiq Ali? For Beda Sadiq. 24. 40 transit. 40. 40 for 1. 40 for 2. 40 for 3. Players sold to Transit Falcons for 40 points. Afnas KV. Anyone? Seems no one interested, player unsold. Ubaid UPL. Anyone? Seems no one, player unsold. Yes, Khalifa Abu Sali. No one, player. 200 Green Army. 350 Marbu. 350 Marbu. Anyone interested for 400? Khalifa Abu Sali. Anyone interested? 350 for 1. 400 Karikata. 400 Karikata. Anyone interested? For 450. 400 for 1. 400 for 2. 400 for 3. Players sold to Karikata for 400 points. Jawad and Khalifa. It's going to be very interesting. Sajir Chemmai. Anyone? Since no one, player unsold. Nawaz Kesi. Since no one, player unsold. Sajir Pudiyabrail. Anyone interested? Since no one interested, player unsold. Sahad. Junior Raju. 20 unique concept. 40 transit. Any more bid for Sahad? 60 unique concepts. 60. 60 for 1. 60 for 2. 80 Green Army. 80 Green Army. Any other? 80 for 1. 80 for 2. 80 for 3. Players sold to Green Army for 80 points. Sajeev Abdul Ahad. Sajeev Abdul Ahad. Anyone? 20, Black Cat. 40, unique concepts. 40. Any other bid for Sajeev? 40 for 1, 40 for 2, 40 for 3. Players sold to unique concepts for 40 points. Nabil Ahmad. Any bid for Nabil Ahmad? Simpson 1, player unsold. Rashid Trivandrum. Anyone interested? Simpson 1, player unsold. Shoaib GK. GK Nets and Chocolates. 20, Transit. Any more? 24 1, 24 2, 24 3. Players sold to Transit for 20 points. Shoaib GK. Pranav Ravi. Pranav Ravi. Anyone interested for Pranav? 20 Hanan. 40 Transit. 40. Any more bid? 40 for 1, 40 for 2, 40 for 3. Players sold to Transit. Saeed Muhammad. Any bid for Saeed? 20 Black Cats. 20. Any more? 20 for 1, 40 Karikata. 40 Karikata. 40 for 1, 60 Einstar CC. 60 Einstar CC. Any other bid? 60 for 1, 60 for 2, 60 for 3. Players sold to Einstar CC. 60 points. Arfat Rauf. 20 Hanan. Einstar already completed their 15 players, but you have to sit remain. 20 Arfat. 40 BT Gang. 60 Hanan CC. 80 CCRC Warriors. 100 BT Gang. 100 BT Gang. 120 Hanan. 120 Hanan. 140 BT Gang. 140 BT Gang. Any more bid for Arafat? 140 for 1, 140 for 2, 140 for 3. Players sold to BT Gang. 140 points. Arfat Rauf. Abdul Rasak. Any bid for Abdul Rasak? Simpson bid, player unsold. Faris. Anyone for Faris? 20 Karikata. 20. 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 20 for 3. Players sold to Karikata for 20 points. Riaz. Nabil. Any bid for Nabil? Seems no bid. Player unsold. Next player Haidar Ali. ഇങ്ങോട്ടോ കൊണ്ടാ 20 Hanan. 40 Transit Falcons. 60 back to Hanan. 80 back to Transit. Any bid for Haidar Ali? 80 Transit. 100 Karikata. 120 Black Cat. 120. Anyone interested for 140? 140 Karikata. 140 Karikata. Anyone? 140 for 1. 160 BT Gang. 160 BT Gang. 160 for 1. Anyone interested? 160 for 2. 180 Karikata. 180 Karikata. 180 for 1. 180 for 2. 180 for 3. Players sold to Karikata. 180 points. Muhammad Karwarat. Any bid for Muhammad Karwarat? Seems no bid. Player unsold. Linesh C. Linesh. Player unsold. Fasil Raghuman. Fasil Raghuman. Anyone? Seems no one. Player unsold. ഇനി എത്ര പ്ലേയേഴ്സ് ഉണ്ട്? കുഴപ്പമില്ല. Noel Sound. Anyone for Noel? Since no one, player unsold. Ismail. Anyone for Ismail? Since no one, player unsold. Jamshid. Anyone for Jamshid? Since no one, player unsold. Sajid Talwalkar. Sajid. 20 CCRC. 20. Anyone? 20 for 1. 20 for 2. 20 for 3. Players sold to CCRC Warriors. Saddam Khan. Duplicate Saddam. Anyone? Yes. Anyone interested for Saddam Khan? Since no one interested, player 20 Green Army. 20 Green Army. 20 for 1. 20 for 2. 20 for 3. Players sold to Green Army. Siddiq Hanifa. Since no one interested, player remain unsold. Yes, Kannur Express, Sharon MC, 20 Hanan. Anyone? Any more interested? 40 BT Yan, 60 Hanan, 60 for Sharon MC, 80 BT Yan, 100 Transit Falcons, 100. Anyone interested for 120? 100 for 1. 120 Marbu. 120 Marbu. Any more? 120 for 1. 120 for 2. 120 for 3. Players sold to Marbu. 120 points. Dheeraj. Since no bid, player unsold. Ashik. Anyone? Since no one, player unsold. Asif Makku. Anyone interested for Asif Makku? Seems no one interested. എന്തിനാ ലാസ്റ്റ് വരെ ഇരിക്കുന്നത്? 40 Marbu. 40. 60 Black Cats. 80 Transit. 80. For Asif Makku. 80 for 1. 80 for 2. 100 Marbu. 100. 100 for 1. 120 unique concepts. 120. 120 for 1. 140 Marbu. 140 Marbu. Any more? Any more bid for Asif? 140 for 1. 140 for 2. 140 for 3. Players sold to Marbu. 140 points. Jawad. Jawad Wariu. Anyone? Player unsold. Habib Koya. 20 Black Cat. 40 Karikata. 60 Transit. Anyone interested? 60, 80 Karikata. 100 Transit. 100 transit. Anyone interested for 120? 100 for 1, 100 for 2, 120 Karikata, 120 Karikata, 120 for 1, 120 for 2, 120 for 3. Players hold to Karikata. Ashid. Anyone interested for Ashid? Player unsold. Nahas. Anyone? Player unsold. Ashkar. Ashkar. Anyone interested? Player unsold. Rasif. Rasif. Player unsold. Abhi Shivaraj. Abhi Shivaraj. Anyone interested for Abhi? Since no one interested, player remain unsold. Jufri. Since no one interested, player unsold. Anas Hakim. Anyone? Player unsold. Ritik Raj. Ritik Raj. 20 Hanan. 20 Hanan. 20 for 1. 20 for 2. 20 for 3. Players sold to Hanan CC. Nisar Arikal. Next player. 20 Green Army. 40 Hanan CC. Hanan CC. 40. Any more bid? 40 for 1. 40 for 2. 60. Green Army. 60. Anyone? Make it fast, guys. 80 Hanan CC. 80. Hanan CC. 80 for 1. 80 for 2. 80 for 3. Players sold to Hanan CC. 80 points. Yes, Singam Sainuddin. Singate photo le pathirukya. Lana papo. Yes, Sainuddin. 20 unique concepts. Any more bid? 40 transit. 40 transit. 40 for 1. 60 unique concepts. 60 unique concept. 60 for 1. 60 for 2. 80 black cats. 80 black cats. Any more bid for single? 80 for 1. 80 for 2. 80 for 3. Players hold to black cat for 80 points. Shihaz and Nambalat. Shihaz. Any bid for Shihaz? Since no bid, player unsold. Sahal Sahid. 120 unique answer. 140 Marble. 160 Karikata. 160. Any more bid? 160 for 1. For Sahal Saeed. 160 for 2. 160 for 3. Players sold to Karikata. Vishnu Hites. Anyone interested? Seems no one interested. Player unsold. Nisham. Player unsold. Siddiq P. Player unsold. Nihal. 20 Hanan. 20. 20 for 1. 20 for 2. 40 CCRC. 60 Hanan. 60 Hanan. 60 for 1. 80 CCRC Warriors. 80 for 1. 80 for 2. 80 for 3. Players sold to CCRC Warriors. Nias Yachu. CCRC completed their 15 players. Congratulations. And you need to sit back. We will have dinner as well as the pool draw. Dinner, pool draw. So, any bid for Nias? Seems to be player unsold. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് 180 ആയിരിക്കും. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് 180 ആയിരിക്കും. അല്ല അതിനിടയിൽ പിള്ളേർ 40. Munir Sulaiman. Any bid? Remain unsold. Yes. PR7. Prashant Naik. 20 Hanansis. 20. 40 Black Cats. 60 Hanan. Musim bhai, please. 60 Hanan. Please be quiet. 80 unique concepts. 80 unique concepts. Anyone interested? 400. Anyone for Prashant? Sajid bhai, please. 100 points. Transit. 100. Any more bid? 100 for 1. 100 for 2. 100 for 3. Players sold to Transit Falcons. 100 points. Prashant Nair, PR7. Mohammad Rasil, 20, 200 BT Young. Yeah, Transit completed their 15 players. 200 for Mohammad Rasil, BT Young. Any more bid? $200 for 1, 200 for 2, 200 for 3. Players sold to BT Young. നിങ്ങൾ ബഹളം വയ്ക്കുന്നവരെ പ്രത്യേകം ശ്രദ്ധിക്കുക. ഈ സ്ക്രീനിൽ വരുന്ന എല്ലാ പ്ലേയേഴ്സിനും അവരുടേതായിട്ടുള്ള വാല്യൂ ഉണ്ട്. നിങ്ങൾ ഡിസ്റെസ്പെക്ട് ചെയ്യരുത് പ്ലീസ്. ഓക്കെ. BT Young completed their players list. Shahjahan Ismail. Any bid? Since no bid, player unsold. Shanawaz Manandara. Shanawaz. Seems no bid, player unsold. Rashad. Any bid for Rashad? 20 Karikata. 20. 40 Hanan. 60 Black Cat. 60 for 1. 80 unique concept. 80 unique concept. Any more bid? 80 for 1. 80 for 2. 80 for 3. Players want to deconcept for 80 points. Rishad. FICH. Anyone? Seems no one interested. Player unsold. Now Shad Ali. Anyone? Player unsold. Farhan Shasim. Seems no one interested. Player unsold. Muhammad Jamal, 20 Hanan, 200 Green Army. 200 Green Army. $200 for 1, 200 for 2, 200 for 3. Players sold to Green Army. And the last player, ano? Deepak Sharma. Any bid for Deepak? Since no bid, player unsold. Unsold. Anshaf. Anyone interested? Since no one interested, player unsold. Nader Shah Ibrahim. Player unsold. Shamim. Anyone interested for Shamim? Player remain unsold. Faisal Moidi. 20. marble. Anyone? 20, 40 unique answer. 60 marble. 60. Any more bet for Faisal? 60 for 1, 60 for 2, 60 for 3. Marble. Players want to marble. 60 points. And marble completed their players list. Rafka, completed. So the players list has been completed. ഒരു മിനിറ്റ് ഒന്ന് എല്ലാവരും ഇരിക്കുവോ പ്ലീസ് പ്ലീസ്. റഫ്ക്ക് ആർക്കൊക്കെ പെൻഡിങ് ഉണ്ട്? ജിനു വന്നില്ലേടാ? പ്ലെയർ തീർന്ന ജിനു പീറ്റർ ഒന്നും വന്നില്ലല്ലോ. ഇതൊന്ന് സൈലന്റ് ആക്കേ. We have a gap on that because now Genu Peter is coming. So there will be a gap, and my vision I cannot explain to them. So they are fighting for Genu Peter. The three of them having 60 points. So, so I finally decided to go for a draw for Genu Peter, and we will give Hanan, Black Cat, and Unique Concept.
So they all have to pick one, right?
Pick. No, it's not about a
So one
pick.
player is left for all of them, right?
അങ്ങനെയാണോ എല്ലാവർക്കും അല്ല okay. Hana need 3 more players.
So spin is probably when if the player is leaving, then you spin it.
Sorry.
So let's say they're only waiting for one player. They don't know.
No, it's not about waiting for the players, or it's not completed their list. It's not about that. Now we got a break here. Okay, when we are restarting, they are asking, I will call whom first. For example, if he bid first or he will bid first. So they are fighting. So I don't want to take any risk. So I'm going for Genu Peter draw. Yes, let.
60 അല്ല point.
ആ
60 അല്ല നിങ്ങൾ players വരെ രണ്ട് point വരും.
അല്ല അത് നോക്കണ്ട 60 ആർക്കാണോ കിട്ടുന്നത് 60 പോയിന്റ്സിന് അവർക്ക് കൊടുക്കാം. ഓക്കെ, ലെറ്റ്സ് ഗോ ഫോർ യുണീക് കോൺസെപ്റ്റ്, ബ്ലാക്ക് ക്യാറ്റ് ആൻഡ് ഹനാൻ. യെസ്, ബ്ലാക്ക് ക്യാറ്റ്. Genu Peter sold to Black Cat. അതൊരു വൃത്തിയായിട്ട് സ്പിന്നായിപ്പോയി. Any bid for Sharafu? Please. Any bid for Sharafu? Since no bid, player unsold. Any bid for Jomon? Any bid? Player unsold. Any player? Shafiq, any concept, 20. Any more bid? 20 for 1, 20 for 2, 20 for 3. Player sold to Unique Concept. കഴിഞ്ഞ ഇനി ഏതൊക്കെ ടീമിന് കൊടുക്കാണെന്ന് നോക്കി. പതിനഞ്ച് 14 കരിക്കിനൊന്ന്. പെട്ടെന്ന് നോക്കിട്ട് പറയണം. 3 പേരും പറ. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് 3 പേര്. യു ഹാവ് പെൻഡിങ് 3 more players you need. Give me 3 numbers. 264. നോക്കിട്ട് നമ്പർ ഇതാ. അത് അല്ല അതൊക്കെ. ജില്ലു
52.
Concept. Any bid for Sergeant? 20 unique, 40 green army, 60 unique concept. Any more bid? 60 for 1, 60 for 2, 60 for 3. Players sold to unique concept. Unique concept complete aya. Okay, next. Number 264. Dheeraj. Anyone interested for Dheeraj? Any other? Okay, 20 sold to Hanan. എടാ ആർക്കാ ഉള്ളേ? നിങ്ങൾക്കുണ്ടോ? 98. Anyone interested? Any other one? 20 Hanan. 24 1, 24 2, 24 3. Players sold to Hanan. ഇനി വേറെ ആർക്കാ ഉള്ള? Shamim for Hanan. Anyone interested? Sold to Hanan. Complete ആയില്ലേ? Okay. കരിക്കത്തർ. Any suggestion ഉണ്ടോ? Okay. Anas DRS. പേര് സെർച്ച് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല. പേര് ഇനി വേറെ ആർക്കുള്ള ഗ്രീൻ ആർമിക്കാ? $138. Anas DRS sold to Karikatan. Anyone in the no one? Okay, sold to Karikatan. Green Army. അവരുടെ അല്ലേ ഉള്ളു? അല്ലടാ, നീ ആ PDF സെർച്ച് ചെയ്ത് കൊടുത്ത PDF സെർച്ച് ചെയ്ത് കൊടുത്തു. So please be seated. We will go for the photo also. 40, number 40. Nabil Ahmad sold to Green Army. Complete ആയില്ലേ? So all the franchisees completed their required players. And the next day, tomorrow itself, we need to collect all the details and send it back to the committee members for the jersey details and everything. I think all the details will be there in the profile. You can collect it. And we will go for the draw. Please be seated. അല്ല, ഇതിൽ നോക്കണ്ട, ഇതൊന്നും കാണിക്കണ്ട. ഫുൾ ഡ്രോ അത് അവര് നോക്കിക്കോളും. And you can check the players list through the software. Everyone knows, right? So you will get all the details through the software, the team list and everything. സിംഗിൾ പൂൾ ആണോ അതേ ഓരോന്നോരോന്ന് എടുക്കൂലേ? വേഗം വീൽ ഓരോന്നോരോന്നല്ലേ വരിക? ഓരോന്ന് കഴിയുമ്പോഴും ഷഫിൾ ചെയ്യണേ. അതല്ല ഞാൻ പറയുന്നത്, നിങ്ങൾ ഗൂഗിൾ അത് കാണിക്കണ്ടേ? Okay, the jersey designs already on the group A, B, C, D till J. Okay, and we added our 10 franchises here. So the first team will be team A, second B. It's like that. Okay, A, B, C, D. So who is coming on the first position? There will be team A. We have only 1 point table. Okay, clear? We will go for it. Ready? Yes. The first team. Team A, Green Army. Green Army, Kalangan, Green. First team. Not here. F, BT, yeah. Team F. F, BT, yeah. Team F, BT, yeah. G, Marbu. H, Transit Falcons. I, Unique Concept, and J, Black Cats. ആ ജേഴ്സിന്റെ ഇതൊന്ന് കാണിച്ചിട്ട് അതന്നെ. So these are the jersey designs. Team A, Green Army ki Green Army jersey, Green Army with the black jersey, and Team Hanan. Okay, Kanikata, Einstar CC, CCRC Warriors, BT Young, Marbu, Transit Falcons, Unique Concepts. അല്ലല്ല താഴെ അടുത്തത് ബ്ലാക്ക് ക്യാച്ച്. Okay, if you want to swap the jersey, you can swap with other teams if they are okay with it. Okay, thank you guys, and that's it for today. Thank you everyone. Assalamu alaikum.